I've been a journalist all my working life, and we are here at the studio of one of the largest media groups, Multiverse, present and available in all formats. What is the future of news? I know it's a bit of a question that might be different from just the data question, but what's the future of news?
Yeah, I think what's really important, if you look at typically news consumption, I think news has a big role to play still in appointment-based viewing, because well-produced news, journalism. I see journalism and news as is obviously one and the same thing.
Yeah.
Good journalism is going to be increasingly important in a world where there is a lot of misinformation and fake news being propagated just because of technology. So to me, as the world normalizes to knowing that, hey, I got to get my news from trusted sources, I think that bodes really well for great journalists like you. And ultimately, to me, it helps with actually bringing people back to television. Because if you think about it, even the two biggest things that are watched on live TV, typically, sports, news. Those are the two biggest things that are always watched.
But sports obviously dominates and outright.
Sports dominates, but I think as the task of journalism continues to evolve in terms of delivering information that's trusted, I think the experiences that deliver that trust and the mediums that deliver that trust are also important. So as a simple example, people reading a lot of stuff on their phones are not going to view eventually news and the quality of news the same way when they see it with a great journalist like you on TV. The psychology of trust changes dramatically, and I think that's where this is going to go. I think it's really important that in the world of amount of misinformation and fake news that's there is never a more important time than now and the future for this big rise of actual journalism and the mediums that deliver it in a trustful way, which tend to be good video experiences.
Karthik, what do you think the news industry journalists need to do to continue to remain relevant? You said that news has a future, but I'm sure we also have to continuously adapt. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so a couple of things. I think for news has to evolve by not just understanding the technology as a medium of delivering it, but technology is a way of delivering trusted news and information. And I think there's a nuance there that's really important. Because when people view just digital distribution as a way just to get things out there versus, hey, how do I think about the copyright information from great journalists like you as an example, right? Like that has to be really a different way of thinking about it. So copyright becomes really important. Regulatory environment becomes really important in a digital context. That, I think, raises the bar on the quality of journalism relative to fake news or misinformation.